look where we're at. Muskegon, Michigan. This old girl just come 900 miles of pure anxiety and hell. But we're good, no damage, no wear. Everything looks good. Everything looks good still. Anything ain't moved an inch. Boat is off the trailer. These huge masses off the trailer. We got one more piece. And my trailer's straight again. My escort guys over here cleaning the trailer up. Best escort in the world. But I didn't get to get a video pulling it off. We were in a big hurry, so there she is, guys. Oh boys, looky here. We are at one of my boat customers' shop. He got a bunch of apartments on the other side. This is in Michigan. So I hauled one of his boats up here. He's got a big old huge Sea Ray sitting inside that shop, and he's putting 2 electric Tesla motors in it. So like the motors out of a big truck, the big Tesla motors, he's sticking in this boat. He wants this boat to run like 55, 60 knots. And it's a big, like 50-foot Sea Ray. So we hauled this boat over here for him, and I didn't anticipate this happening, but he ended up buying the trailer that the boat was on. And so that's why I bought some new trailers, because he bought my trailer to leave the boat on it while he does all the repairs and fixing it up and doing the Tesla motor swaps. It had 2 cats in it, and he decided to do the Tesla swap. So that's where we're at. We're over here. I got a bunch of steel and stuff left on that trailer, so I'm over here getting that. On top of that, I want to show you guys some of his projects and his shop. So here we are, guys. I'm waiting on him to get here to unlock the doors, and we'll go in and check out all these cool projects. This place is awesome. All right, guys, so we got in the building. This is Trip. This is he was a boat customer, and then he turned into a cool ass friend.
Yes,
but he had this
behind us.
Yep, so there's the boat.
We'll see it better.
Let's show you the boat before we get into the Razor. That's a surprise. What is it, a 50? It was a 50, ain't it?
Yeah.
So it's a 50 Sea Ray. There ain't no justice for how big it is with the camera, but so if y'all notice this trailer, everybody's been wondering where this trailer is. Well, here it is. He ended up taking the trailer and the boat when we got it here. And so we plan on getting it back in a few years when he gets done with the boat.
That was your dad's fault.
Yep.
Your dad told me he wanted a new adjustable hydraulic trailer the night before he got here. And that marina I had the boat at was starting to give me a hard time, saying they couldn't find the contract, and I had to talk to the owner. And I woke up that morning after a cup of coffee and says, I need to talk to your dad and see if he wants to get rid of that manual trailer.
Oh, he was all for it. He called me, he said, which he's a lot happier now. Even though this thing does great for a lot of my boats, but
Saves him like 2.5 hours setup time, doesn't it?
Yep, he can load a boat now. This boat here, he could load it on that other trailer and get it a lot lower too. It'll be...
Oh, it's sit lower?
Yeah, 6 inches lower.
Oh,
so it's pretty much sitting on the ground.
I wouldn't have to take my radar arm off.
Right. Nope, it'll load a lot lower, and
it's all right. That radar arm's not going to come back to this boat.
no. So this thing is going to completely change. Completely.
That radar arm is like, see if I can get right here. That's where that radar arm sits. See that saddle?
Yeah, right up there. Yeah, okay. So let's show them what we're going to do to it. first of all, we'll go ahead and tell you the diesel motors are coming out of it.
3196s.
Yep, two 3196 cat powered engines. If everybody wants them.
Double clutch system. I don't need that either. I don't need that transmission.
So, he is going electric with this boat. This is going to be the first Sea Ray that'll be electric, won't it? It'll be the first one, ain't it?
First one I know of.
Right. I've been looking them up to see.
I haven't seen anybody with a 50-foot boat that's electric driven.
So it's going to get two big motors in it. You know what motors? What are they called now?
The Tesla motor?
Yeah, they're they just got a controller, right?
They just got a controller on the motor, so that's why you don't need a transmission. And then you get to a surface drive. Once you get these pocket drives down in here, and that support and that rudder out of there, and you go to the surface drive to the back, you'll get better efficiency out of the bottom of the boat. It'll slide a lot better, less drag, right? And then you get that radar arm off it, and you get this whole gangway here, if you will, all this chrome off the side. You know, get it a little more aerodynamic, and put to like 2,000,
horsepower,
foot-pounds of torque on each screw. I mean, right now it probably maybe 3,000 pounds of torque on each screw. I'm not sure.
Them motors should have been about 2,850 to 3,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Right.
So they were the 600 horsepower.
We're going to 2x that or 3x that, don't you think?
Yep.
Be with an electric engine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't done all the math yet, but I definitely know we can increase the torque.
Yeah, definitely by a lot, actually. Double it.
This boat fastest it ever went was 32 knots with a tailwind. So
what is knots in mile per hour? Because a lot of people are going to ask.
It's like I think the multiple is 1.18. So if you multiply by 1.18 your knots, that'll tell you how much miles per hour you're going. And knots was a definition of it. It was a I don't know if it was medieval or Vikings or when it came from. I'd have to look it up. But it was a rope in a box with a certain number of knots. I think 1 knot per meter. And once you threw it into the water, so many knots would come out of that box, and that's how knots was calculated as a speed over navigable water.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's pretty neat, actually. But anyways, guys, so he's going to take, like this whole boat's getting, he's going to take the front off of it, that stupid anchor-looking thing. All the lines are going to change.
Where that fresh air comes in, we don't need that anymore.
Right, and then...
they're going to be liquid cooled on the batteries.
But it's going to sit a lot lower. All that rail is going to come off, and he's going to refiberglass all that stuff, make it look nice and slick and aerodynamic. And even back here, all this crap back here, he's going to wood all this, and it's going to, you're going to bring this down too, right?
Yeah, I can bring this down. This middle part's going to be like a sunbed, right? Across here, from the K to the E, and then have another opening here, and it won't be fiberglass. It'll be like a open chrome, stainless, not chrome, but a number 9 stainless steel kind of gateway, if you will. You've seen them on some of the boats you've hauled.
Yeah.
Fairly transparent, So this, you'll be able to get this lower. We're going to be able to get this line, cut this line right here. This line, you can see it right there. We're going to leave it, stay on that line. Squeeze the top of the boat in, top of the fiberglass. We're going to cut it right down the center.
Yep.
Peel out like 24 inches. And then if you come back here, it's real easy to see back here.
Guys, look at this shop, how big it is. It's huge.
I think we got the perfect space for it.
Yeah, you got enough space for it. I mean, you're about to run out of room. But
that's dead center over the W, right? So if you see that center window up there at the top,
yep.
If we were to imagine removing that center section, 24 inches of it, it'll be a little narrower up there, which is great because then I can have a gangway. I can walk all the way around the boat,
right.
And I don't need, really any bars. And keeping people, something up to their knee. They feel a lot comfortable. They can get all the way around when you're going on the boat,
Yeah, because that little walkway around right now, I just don't, like when I'm up, when it's loaded up on that trailer like that.
You slip, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah, just like when we're strapping one down, you got to walk around that with it up on top of that trailer. Well, hell, you're already sitting pretty high.
If somebody spills diesel fuel on that, you can go lickety-split to the ground and hurt yourself bad.
So I'm going to show them the front up here. The shitty part about selling this trailer is it was on its first trip with brand new brakes, new tires.
You guys put a bunch of money into it.
Yeah, it had brand new shocks just put on it.
You were supposed to go get the boat 2 weeks before, a week before, and you had some...
Yeah. Dad started whining about his wanting some shit done to the trailer.
Yeah, we got to get that bad, that stupid anchor off the front and clean that and get that more speedboat look. Right now, it's a little 2-cabin cruiser. It's supposed to be an express.
Yep.
But I think I can get it to be a cross between a center console and an express boat. And I think we can get rid of like maybe 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 pounds. That would be great too. But while we take the engines out, we take the transmission out, we take the fuel tanks out, and you're still going to have to bring back batteries and electric engines.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see, but I think I'll have less weight in that setup than I do with a diesel setup.
Yeah, I mean, you got that big fuel tank you're taking out. I mean, that fuel tank's got to be
super
huge.
curious about it. I mean, we're
It's
just
got to be
getting
huge.
thoughts, but I'm making some predictions. I'm hoping for 15 to 18% less weight.
Hell yeah, that's
It's a
going to be
39,000 pound boat is what the book says, but your dad said when he weighed it, he thought it was more like 42.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I think there's some diesel in there. I need to put my Bobcat too.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of diesel in there. Yeah, he said it was sloshing that it had some diesel in it.
Well, I did. So I've navigated the whole East Coast. I've gone through the Erie Canal system with this boat. I've gone through the Great Lakes. I went down the Huckleberry Finway, and that's where this boat ended up at the end of the loop, if you will. The first half of the loop I got, the first year I got the boat was in 2001, and the last part of the loop was 2017. So, and then it sat down there in Mobile, Alabama, and made its way back up to Michigan, thanks to you and your dad.
Yep, it was a fun trip for us. I mean, if you can see how big this thing is. I mean, that trailer is 53 foot long, and look how much it's hanging off the back.
So remember, that Marine gave me a hard time, so I just said to your dad, I said, can I buy this trailer from you?
Yep.
He's like, I don't know, I got to call my son. It's not my trailer. I was like, all right. Came back about 15, 20 minutes later, gave me a number.
I regret it, but I'm so glad though, because we made such a good friend.
Give a guarantee I had to sell it back to you for the same price.
Yeah,
that was the only way the deal was going to happen.
So we are going to get this trailer back in a few years. But the best part about it is we get to be involved with it, or we become good friends. So we're going to doing the whole boat thing. My dad loves this place. Like he is just.
Should we go show them the pickup truck?
Yeah, let's show them the truck. Guys, we're back, but now we have lights. We decided to turn them on since we're going to be in here videoing, and he's just got so many cool toys. It's just ridiculous. I'm in heaven up here. So this is the Speedwagon. What is it?
REO.
That's an REO?
Ransom Edward Oldsmobile, the guy who invented Oldsmobile cars. That's an Oldsmobile, a 65 Oldsmobile, 442. But Ransom Edward Olds, after he got kicked out of his car company, because all the stockholders had controlling interest, and they ran him out just like Steve Jobs. So he went out and he started his own truck company. And what he wanted to do is make a reliable work truck that he could share the information and specs on, and then other guys or people or companies or whatnot could come up with innovative box ideas. So this box is not made by REO, it's just the truck and the chassis. And then about 40 different companies would make different kits for the back of this truck. You know, you could get a flatbed. This is obviously the rancher's stake sign,
right? Which
is cool. And this truck came out of Texas, so that was probably, you know, what people wanted back then.
It's an actual REO though, model. Was it
1949. It's got a whopping 80 horsepower.
9,000. Can you imagine this thing pulling 9,000 pounds? It says weight, maximum weight is 9,000 pounds. Can you imagine that in this truck?
Like the brakes that it currently has? No.
All right.
You'd never stop. You just run through
something. That is the coolest truck ever. So my dad's in love with this truck. I'm actually thinking about getting it for him.
He is totally digging it, isn't
he? Yeah, he loves the... We got a G-Wagon, and of course an 870 Bobcat sitting over there, which is what I'm wanting.
We gotta give love to Gator.
Yeah, we got the Gator. And then on top, check this out. This is the other sweet ass toy that's here.
Now you're getting into my design space. So
This thing is...
This is a 57, okay? And in 56 looked much different, much softer, more like the Ariel Speedwagon,
right.
Round fenders.
Yeah.
But 57, they came out with this, and it came out the second half of the year. So the first half was still 57s, were still round fenders. And the box was the same, but they changed the fender style in the rear. Okay?
Right.
And then they changed the cab, and the frame was the same, right? So really, it was just all, you know, cab forward, and this bolt-on was the addition to make the truck look totally different. So this, when they bolted this on, right here, it used to this used to sit down. So this line for this fender, which by the way happens to be the same look as a Harley Davidson saddlebag. This is where Harley Davidson got the saddlebag
really
design.
It does look just like one, don't it?
Off the 57 pickup truck, right?
I did not know that.
So this little rub line right here, that was sitting down in here, okay? So my trick to this design, that always bothered me because they clearly emulated this rub line, but they put it down here. It was 4 inches off.
Right.
So I lined it up, but to line it up, I had to extend the box here to here. So this is all custom. And then I got this line lined up for
It looks good though.
So it looks really like fighter now, right? Jet age. Because this is the jet age, right? The beginning of the jet age, 57. And when people would chop these and tub them, they'd always have beds that are like useless. They're like 6 inches.
Right, yeah.
So by lengthening the box, when I tubbed it, I still ended up with a truck bed in it.
Yeah, you can't even tell it. Yeah,
Look at the tire I got underneath there.
This would be
That's a Corvette tire, baby.
Yeah.
Look at what's underneath here. Throw your phone underneath here. You gotta see this. Winners, quick change rear end, Ride Tech suspension.
Holy crap.
Fully boxed out frame, stainless steel tank. Was it L4L80 automatic transmission?
Big boy.
And then an LS3 turbocharged setup in the front is what's going to go into it. But the Ride Tech is sweet. You know, you can slam this thing to the ground, or you can get it up in a race stance.
This thing would be sweet as a road course truck.
Oh yeah, Interstate battery. Mm-hmm. You know when I'm talking Pro Tour Series and Interstate, I'm gonna race this fucker. It's gonna be fun. I can switch out gears, a few minutes, right here.
That's a sweet rear end.
So if I don't like the gear I'm in, just pop it out.
Let's change it. Dang, I didn't expect to see that under there.
I didn't think you were gonna.
Jesus.
It's getting there.
This would be a fun project to finish up.
Yeah, it's gonna...
Holly, already. It's already seen Holly on top of it. Hell, that even sits in there good too.
Doesn't it? I think I got, so that was just my test block, right?
Yep.
So that block is junk, but I got it from a buddy, and I wanted to make sure I could get this LS3 sitting in there, right? Like architecturally speaking, you know.
Yeah, it sits nice
now,
and
I don't
low.
like this hood because this hood is as far as you can get in. I'm a tall guy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring this down and I'm gonna reverse clip this thing, right? This is gonna go like this. Even though I got some really nice, I set myself up in this hardware, and I could put power on this if I want to, bring this hood up.
Yeah.
So people aren't slamming my shit, you know? I don't want them to do that, but that's a lot of weight. What I thought I'd do is get this to tip up like this. I can make a set of hardware.
Right.
And then I can get in there, you know?
Yeah, because you're a tall guy.
I can't really see this engine. I gotta do this. So I don't really like that.
God, this is gonna be sweet. You gonna put a roll cage and stuff in it, or?
Yeah. Gotta get a roll cage in it.
God,
Because there is a chance it might roll.
And that thing sounds wicked.
It's a little stronger than a Jeep.
Yeah, I'd say it is. I say to go on it.
But man, it's just like pushing.
We need to tune it.
It's like pushing a cereal box down the road.
We need to tune it and put a badass
With
exhaust.
noise in it. I mean, it's not very aerodynamic. Seriously, it's a cruiser. That's it. We like a couple bikes when we go down there because guys like to ride the trails.
All right, guys, she's alive. I think the batteries was bad. But guys, I've been looking for a razor for a long time, probably the last 2 or 3 months, and finally he had this one up here.
1,200 miles of Baja.
Yeah, so I don't know, I didn't tell y'all this, but he is a Baja racer. He's got a trophy truck.
2018 Baja 1000. You can look up truck 66. It DNF'd at 36 and a half hours, but we got a finishing badge because you still get the finish.
Yeah.
Right? But we got a DNF because we came in, I think, in half an hour today.
Still had a good damn time though.
Still got to the bottom.
So we are going to be taking this home. I got to go get a boat. If this thing will fit, I'm going to stop back by and pick it up and take it home. So I wish I wouldn't want to get a boat right now. I'd just go home now, but
You almost thought about not picking that up.
yeah, I really am thinking. I'm going to look at the weather in Wisconsin and then see what it says.
I heard it was snowing over there.
Yeah, it's definitely snowing up there. Guys, we're going to get some metal loaded up. Well, guys, I got a new toy. If it goes good or not, I don't know, but guess we're about to find out. Come up. Up.
I'm just going to level it off.
All right, come on in now. You're good. All right, perfect.
Right there.
Yep.